Hey, anime lovers, welcome back to our Anime Huddle. And on this bonus episode on Anime Huddle, we're going to be talking about a controversial topic in the anime community, and that is gatekeeping. So, over the week, uh, the word gatekeeping was trending over Twitter because there was this certain zealous, to say the least, anime fan that tweeted this. If all your common knowledge of anime is Demon Slayer, Naruto, Inuyasha, Bleach, One Piece, Fate, Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon, Gundam, My Hero Academia, Yu Gi Oh!, and Ghost in the Shell, then you're not an anime fan. Normies, stay out of anime. So, of course, this just sent Twitter on a frenzy. Everyone giving their own takes on whether gatekeeping is a good thing or a bad thing when it comes to fandoms. So, my question is for you, Joel. What do you think about this take? Do you think is a yay or nay?
It is a big nay. I mean, come on, during pandemic, many people got into anime.
True.
Right now, AOT is the number one show in America, which is wow and awesome for us weebs.
Yeah.
But gatekeeping, I think it is something that only selfish people do, and people that really just don't care about others' opinions.
Right. I feel like this take was just very selfish. I think, if we look at it from his perspective, I mean, he is basically gatekeeping new fans to get into shows that he might like. However, in doing so, because I used to think that when people gatekeep, it's usually because they want to keep the toxicity out of anime. Sometimes there's toxic fandoms. And sometimes I think that gatekeeping is something, I'm not going to say necessarily good, but something that people wish for because of the toxicity that some people bring over to fandoms.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. And another thing is that nowadays, once you start getting into anime, you start watching the most popular shows. For example, One Piece, Naruto, Dragon Ball. That's usually the animes you start off with. Right now, I know Demon Slayer kicked off a lot of new anime lovers.
Right, yeah.
And since they're just starting out, I mean, you can't just keep them off since, like I said, they're just starting watching anime, which is something awesome. If you watch anime, you have tried once in your life, at least once, to try to get someone else into anime.
Yeah.
Because anime is just a platform where very good stories have been told. I mean, we have My Hero, we have AOT right now, the number one show in the US.
Right, exactly. So I think that when this person on Twitter decided to put that on the internet, he was in fact being the toxic one, I guess, if it makes sense. And
Yeah.
it actually got so much attention that Netflix put out a post that said liking anime isn't a competition, which is very true. And then Funimation said, never gonna stop thinking about how great it is that anime is for everyone. I like to say that there is an anime out there for everyone because there's just so many genres and so many stories that have been told, and they're great stories. So I think this is a horrible take. Um, Gatekeeping is not good for any community whatsoever. And I just think that there's going to be toxic fans like in every single fandom. So
Oh, yeah, definitely.
you just gotta, I guess, avoid, the toxicity in between fandoms. And you should be fine. And speaking of toxicity, a huge thing that's been going on the Attack on Titan community has been spoilers. Um, I think, would you say that people spoiling the manga, for any story to anime onlys is a toxic trait?
I honestly think it is. I mean, there's even a divide between manga and anime watchers.
Yeah.
One of my favorite, or the one I mostly remember, is when One Piece. If you haven't caught up with One Piece, I'm not gonna spoil it for you. Don't worry, I got you. When a scene from One Piece took over 2 chapters, and in the manga, it was only like I'm guessing like 10, no, actually like 3 to 4 pages long,
Right.
but it took 2 episodes. But at that time, I was only an anime watcher, and it had been the greatest thing that had ever graced One Piece,
Hmm.
and it was in Wano. That's all I'm
Okay.
gonna say. And it was the best animated. I cried. I was surprised. I screamed of how awesome these 2 episodes were.
Hmm.
But the people in the manga community, they were like, "Oh my god, this sucks." It had been the greatest thing that happened to the anime, but the manga, it had only taken 3 to 4 pages long from what had actually happened.
Right.
So there is that divide between manga and anime watchers, and that is why sometimes people decide, are you a anime watcher or are you a manga watcher?
Manga
It
reader.
actually, there's 2 sides,
Right.
even
Yeah.
in the same story.
Yeah. And you know what's funny? Like going through like social media, like TikTok, I can see the divide because I like to read manga and I also like to watch anime. I like both. Like it's not like I lean towards one more than the other. It's just that I can see the anime community, sometimes lean over more to the anime side, and there are a lot more anime onlys than manga readers. And the toxicity comes from toxic fans, either bashing on the anime just because they think the manga is better, but also on spoiling. There have been tons and tons of people spoil a lot of what's happening in the end game of the Attack on Titan story.
I, for one, have been spoiled, and I hate it. I have
Right.
not read the AOT manga, and I already know so many key events, and I'm just waiting for them to happen. I mean, it would have been so much better to have actually watched it in the anime, and that is the experience I'm trying to get with these manga readers. They just come in and, oh, you know what? This happens.
Right.
You're like,
Yeah.
oh, well, that happened.
Yeah, and you know what? Some of the spoilers that I have been seeing around, they're very out of context. So I, for one, am a manga reader. I like to read the manga and see it unfold in the anime. But I, for one, don't think that it's right to spoil major events or anything, on the manga. I think that's a very toxic trait. So I want to reassure you that some of the key events that are being spoiled around are very out of context. And I don't think that whatever they spoiled should be an impediment on how you enjoy the story of Attack on Titan because it's going to have an awesome conclusion.
I am an anime watcher. Only the only reason why I read manga is if the show is never going to get an anime adaptation. For example, Hajime no Ippo. It is the best manga that I have ever read. The anime is amazing,
Right.
but the manga is so good. They're just key animes or mangas that I read just because I know it's not going to get another anime adaptation. And if Hajime no
Right.
Ippo does get an anime adaptation, I'm just going to flat out stop reading it.
I want to talk about more manga because there have been a bunch of good manga out there that have been surging on Shonen Jump. Like, for example, I don't know if you've heard of Kaiju number 8.
Actually, yes, I started reading Kaiju number 8. I think I only read like 3 chapters, and I was like, this is going to be an awesome anime. And I have stopped reading Kaiju number 8. I
Yeah.
really think it has a very revolutionary story, and the anime is going to be amazing if they get a good animation studio, of course.
Right. Well, there were major news that came out today that there are 1 million copies of Kaiju number 8 going
Wow.
around, and it's a brand new manga. Like it only has a few chapters out there, and I have been reading it, and I have been thoroughly enjoying that story. And I know that the anime, when it gets an anime adaptation, because I know it's gonna at this point, it's gonna be great. I'm
It's going
gonna
to break the internet. It's
Yes,
going
it
to be
is.
super good.
Yeah, some people have been saying it's like the next Attack on Titan. Based on what I've been reading, I don't really see it that way. I just think it's gonna be a great story.
I guess people say it that way just because there's monsters in some way.
Right.
I can kind of see it, but no.
The way I see it is that maybe because they see that Attack on Titan is going to end soon, that's why they are hyping it up that way. But
I guess so.
yeah, like I don't think it's the next Attack on Titan. I just think it's a great story.
Yep. And we actually got more news.
Right.
Crunchyroll had its annual awards, and a Jujutsu Kaisen is there. I'm honestly surprised since the anime has not finished its first season.
Yeah, I was surprised by that. Jujutsu Kaisen won the anime of the year, and
Yes.
it hasn't
And
even
best ending sequence.
really also best ending sequence. I
Yep.
mean, Lost in Paradise is pretty hype.
I'm gonna list off just a few of here. We got best animation for Keep Your Hands Off Azoken. Oh my god, I love the opening.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I started watching like a couple of episodes, and I am very excited to finish it and start talking about it on the next podcast when I finish this anime.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see here. We also got Kaguya-sama Best Comedy.
Oh my god, Kaguya-sama is hilarious. I love it.
We got Best Girl Kaguya Shinomiya from Kaguya-sama and Best Boy Hinata Shoyo. That's
Yes,
awesome.
I agree with both of those takes.
Best Antagonist Ryomen Sukuna from Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh wow, really? I
Oh,
mean,
get this. We got Best Fight Scene Deku versus Overhaul.
no way.
Yeah. I completely
Wow.
forgot my hero was last year.
Right, like it's just been such a long year that I completely forgot that season 4 ended like about a year ago, last year.
We also got another one for Keep Your Hands Off Azoken for Best Director, Misaki Yuasa.
Interesting. I think I'm gonna have to. I mean, I haven't finished watching this anime, so I guess we'll see where the story takes us. But based on the first couple of episodes that I saw, I think I'm gonna be keeping an eye out on that director.
Yeah, and we also got Best Opening for Beastars Wildside.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
I can see it. I can definitely see that. Okay,
Mhm.
so we didn't want to go through each and all of them. I know we went ahead and missed some of them. But you
Huh.
can go ahead and go to crunchyroll.com with Crunchyroll Awards 2021, and you'll be able to see each and every one of them.
Yeah. Hashtag not sponsored.
Yeah, please sponsor us, Crunchyroll.
We are also very excited to share with you some awesome news. During the weekend, we hit 100 plus listens on our podcast. This is very surreal, but it is all thanks to you, listener. We are going to be working extra hard to produce more professional content for you to enjoy. We also put up our podcast on YouTube, so you can find us by looking up Anime Huddle. Check us out there as well and show the same support to the YouTube channel.
So that was it for our special episode, Anime Huddlers. We definitely hope you went ahead and enjoyed it. Definitely go ahead and share us with your friends, family, and go ahead and give us a like. Don't forget, we also do a new episode every Monday,
Yeah, don't forget to follow us on social media. The link is in the description.
and we'll see you next time.